back in 2003, have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get them going.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Out of bounds at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Sanders. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
At the 40-yard line.
Here we go, set, ready, go. Cougar 19. Ready.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The numbers for him from a week ago: 13 carries, 111 for yards, and a touchdown.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
2 yards on the pickup there. And now third down and 6 to go. You look at this Eagle defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18, Pioneer.
Now Sanders. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys are on the board first here this afternoon.
I do believe we came here to see a game, didn't we? And it looks like he's running what we call routes versus air. You just go out there with your offensive unit and throw the football with no defense. He's 5 for 5 on the opening drive.
He was on his game there for drive number 1, but my only thing is now he can't go any higher. Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Campbell. Coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
One of the league's best linebackers, he ended that play almost before it began, and the running back absolutely overmatched no matter what he tried to do.
To throw is Sanders. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Cowboy first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Play action. It's Sanders. On the out route, it's Lamb with the grab. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Tap the 60. Ready, right?
From the gun, it's Shador. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Come on, Dragon 60. Viking 18, trap 60, trap 60.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
On the set.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Ready.
Here's a give up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's Sanders. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hope.
Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing.
18 Cardinals.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Over the middle, he's got Mayer.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
They run a draw here on second down. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, these 2 teams you might remember met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. They go play action now. Sanders under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on a sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
70 Lions.
On play action, here's Shadur. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
19 Chargers.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll indeed go for it. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
Yeah, deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw now, here's Sanders. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
69, 2.
Throwing, Sanders. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Jalen Carter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here.
For an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down at his 49-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Donovan Ezeraku just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing is Hurts. That is caught. Now they can't bring him down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
First down. First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
And the decision paid off indeed. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Noah Gray from 17 yards out. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. For quarterbacks, there are a number of ways to measure a good statistical season. This is one of them. That last touchdown pass, his 30th on the year. Elliott on for the extra point. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Oh, good move. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. His numbers reflect that. Currently leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's to the left side, taken in by Hunter. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 17
let's go now.
yards. First down,
Check.
Dallas.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Sanders to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Sanders. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. That catch puts him right at 100 yards receiving now, and it also gives him a 1st down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. They wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game. Second down and 3.
Here we go, set. 19, Sergeant. Panther 11, Panther 11. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
First and goal at the
60
7-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. This is caught. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Third and goal.
Ready, 7 Pirates, 7. Go check, go check. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, 18, Pioneers. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw. Sanders to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. What do you think, Charles? Too big of a risk? I mean, why not just take the lead there here in the fourth?
I know many subscribe to the theory that fortune favors the bold. And in this situation, that was a bold move. Faking it in that situation, fortune didn't shine on them in that case. Now they've got to play defense and try and prevent them from scoring and losing this one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
The partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Ball under 32. It's second and 2. Throw left side, held in by Pickens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And an Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Smith catches left side. They'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. This offense so far on third down, they've hit 4 of 7. This is third and 4. Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 right at the 40. Again to Barkley out of the gun. Brought down on the play by Deron Bland.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets it down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down? They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Elliott on for the field goal. A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Cowboys offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Now he's free at the 35. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play here for Dallas. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
At the Eagles' 17-yard line.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Go! Get up! Bronco 80. Ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal, Dallas.
Back. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on 1st down.
Ready.
Sanders. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Cowboys put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead. Now comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 35.
That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And as you see on the graphic, he's right up there with the best in the league when it comes to throwing touchdowns. Currently 2nd in the NFL at this point of the season. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Here comes 2nd down and 5. He's back to throw. Looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Noah Gray, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Eagles.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
To kick off for Philadelphia.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So now the Cowboys down by a field goal, a little under a minute 50 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory. Now 2nd and 4.
Midfield to the 48-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down and 14.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll go. Here's Sanders. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Great, set. Hey, let's go.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
Great, set. Delta.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, still a one-possession game. Remember, it could have been two after they opted to go for it on 4th down. He's got it at the 15. And he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you give that up?
One of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play. This one is going to sting for a while. I mean, how do you let that happen defensively?
One stop.
I know that it's easy to say that from the booth, but
it is.
How do you let that happen, partner?
That's one of those where sometimes you get overzealous on defense, get out of your lanes, don't take care of your assignments. But let's just go ahead and focus on the offensive guy. Look what they got done.
Yeah.
They needed to make one play themselves, and they did it.
Yeah, that's the reverse side. It was a heck of a play and a heck of an ending to this script. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. And in this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Dallas, the win is their 8th on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.